Okay, in this video we're going to be looking at the best teams and equipments for the new BULLA VEGETA assist unit. In the same way that we did the LL Super 17, we got to look at the best equipments for this unit here, this support type. Obviously it's a GT campaign, so I'll show you the best GT team that I think you can build for this unit, but I might include a couple other teams, so you want to stick around for the whole video, and then we're going to get into the equipments later on. So there's not much more to say, it's already the intro done. Let's get into the video, man. Now of course the first team is going to be GT, and this is going to be the best team for this unit, and you can see that I don't have them on the team currently, and that's because I want to show you who you would replace if you wanted to use them, as I think this is the most optimal GT team that you can build anyways. If I go to my party formation, I'd say you'd be taking off either the new Kid GT Goku or G4. Now I would personally go G4 because I feel like the endurance layer is much more valuable, and you also get support from the Kid GT Goku, not like you don't from G4, but you know the intention with the kit is a lot more with the Kid GT Goku. If you go that way, then you might be doing a lot less damage, because you know G4 is more like maybe offensive if you want to look at it in that sense, but really and truly they're both defense types, so it's really just who you prefer playing with. It's really a preference matter. But if it's me, I'm personally taking off G4, but if you didn't want to take off G4, you could take off the Kid GT Goku, and I already know a lot of people don't have the Kid GT Goku because he's the newest unit, and we already knew we was getting another Legends Limited, so people waited and didn't summon, maybe you got shafted, etc, etc. Being free to play, it's not easy. So just putting that out there, if you want to switch out one of them, you should, but keep the Super 17 on the team. If you don't have him, then you could put the Kid GT Goku on, etc. But I'll show you some options in general. You also want to consider a Zenkai buff him, so in this case I've got two Zenkai buffs for Super 17, but you can take off one of these and then end up just having Super Saiyan 4 Goku for the BULLA VEGETA Zenkai buff. What you also want to take note is of their tags. So because Vegeta's on the team, it's going to be Vegeta Clan, BULLA Hybrid Saiyan, BULLA Girls, GT for both of them, and Vegeta makes it Saiyans as well. But we're looking at the Z ability here, just a note, GT, Vegeta Clan, and Hybrid Saiyan. You already see what teams are going to be mentioned in this video pretty much. This is what I would run if I was running them, so one Zenkai buff for the BULLA VEGETA, and then you also be running G4, or you could choose the Kid GT Goku, and then we've got a Zenkai buff for Super 17. Now if we go into the full GT character list, so my filters on GT, you can always change your filter, right? If we're looking at blues, it's going to be the Kid GT Goku, and you can Zenkai buff him with the blue Legend Limited Nameku, and you could also use Super Baby 2 and Pan. If we're looking at greens, it's going to be G4. You could use Tag 4s as well, and they can be Zenkai buff by full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super 17, and the green LL Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who has a Zenkai. Then we're going to purple, we're obviously using the BULLA and Vegeta, and then you Zenkai buff them with Super Saiyan 4 Goku. We're looking at yellow, I wouldn't recommend, but we have Pan, Trunks, Giru. We also have Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but I wouldn't recommend using the yellow the way the meta is. And then of course your red's going to be the new Super 17, who can be Zenkai buffed by Omega Shenron, the Kid GT Goku, but not the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, so just bear that in mind. Just bear that in mind. That's very important to know. You might have him on the team as Z ability, even though he has a Blast Z ability, which would be good. He doesn't Zenkai buff GT, which is quite annoying. He specifically Zenkai buffs Vegeta Clan. So yeah, that's GT for the first team. Just take note of that. Quite solid, I'm not going to lie, it's going to be the best team. That's the number one for this video. Right, so team number two, we got Hybrid Saiyans, and I had to do some brainstorming about this, but I think this would be the most ideal team. But you still have to be very careful because you're running double red. But I think Beast Gohan is actually just that good that he's able to cover the possibility of you getting countered by any blues. But let's look at this for what it is, right? So Beast Gohan's always being used regardless, so I think he can hold his own, and we got Pan being the extra layer of support. Wow, we have this unit here also being a layer of support, which is also very good for the team. They are support type, but Pan's also support time, so you're really just giving Beast the full facilities that he can get, allowing also BULLA and Vegeta to do their job while Pan already does her job. The cycling of units is going to be super good because Pan already reduces sub counts, but so does this BULLA and Vegeta, so it's going to be quite wild in terms of how you're going to be buffing Beast Gohan, which I actually see working super good. But let's look at it for what it is as well. We've got the Super Saiyan 4 Goku Zenkai buff for BULLA and Vegeta, and then we've got two Zenkai buffs at the bottom, sorry, for Pan and Beast. So Janemba over here, he's Zenkai buffing Sagas from the movies red, then the Z ability Sagas from the movies. Then we also got Great Saiyaman 1 and 2, who's doing pretty much the exact same thing. and then the Z ability is the exact same thing. So yeah, but then these aren't the only options you can have. So if I go to character list, right, depending on what type of filter you wanted to use, let's use hybrid Saiyan first, since it is hybrid Saiyans. If we scroll to the bottom, you could use the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan FSK over here. He's actually a very good option as well, and you get blast attack off of that. And then you could also use the Super Saiyan Trunks, who's a way worse Z ability, but you could also use him just off basis because he's a red hybrid Saiyan. So just mentioning those guys there. Then if I actually change the filter one more, so we want to change it to Sagas from the movies. If we go to Sagas from the movies, in the red section, I used Janemba and I used Great Saiyaman 1 and 2. Okay, so that's everybody, yeah. That's all the possible Zenkai buffer options for the red units, and then the one that you want for the purple, which is Vegeta, and Bulla, which will be Super Saiyan 4 Goku, like I have here. So I think red purple would work well, especially because UI, even though I think you might not see him as much because of Super 17, if you do run into UI, you have the reds to beat the yellow that would beat your Vegeta and Bulla. But of course, Vegeta and Bulla are just meant to be, or Bulla Vegeta are meant to be the support of the team. They're not meant to be the core. So Beast will handle his own, but you're double supporting him with the Zenkai boss, which is actually super good. In theory, this team is very good. I suggest you try it out. This is what I'd run if I'm running hybrid Saiyans, but I wouldn't be running hybrid Saiyans. I think hybrid Saiyans in general is just way worse of a team in comparison to other teams in the game right now, but it's not bad by any means. It could easily compete just as good. Now, I want to just mention that there are other teams that this unit can be used on, but I feel like they're just not as good as any of the meta relevant teams, so it's not worth me mentioning because this is meant to be a best teams. So Saiyans, for example, putting a purple on Saiyans just doesn't make sense because the way Saiyans is overpowered is by greens and blues. Pikkon Gogeta, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Bardock Goku. UI is an exception with the yellow, but having this purple might seem like a liability when all those units work so well at what they do. This unit also doesn't have endurance, which is why I'm not putting out a Saiyan team. I feel like they would be a liability when there's so many other better options. So yeah, just putting that out there for that. But Vegeta Clan as well, I feel like Vegeta Clan could be a team that this unit would be good on, but it's not one of the best teams for this unit because Vegeta Clan isn't really a top tier meta team in my opinion, and I'm sure a lot of people will agree, which is why I'm including this section for this unit. So that's why I've only included hybrid Saiyans and GT, because they are going to be used a lot more than those other two teams. At least Saiyans will be used, but not with Bulla and Vegeta, which is just a standard in my opinion. Let's get into the best equipments now. So this equipment here is super good because they are a support type, so you want to give them key recovery and health. When you switch them in, they're going to be gaining back that key recovery real quick, but the main thing, they have a lot of health so they can stay alive while supporting the team, which is what their job is supposed to be. So this is the Legends ranking support equipment. Awaken King Kai's power number 1. You get the memory from the Legends ranking shop, you awaken it, and you just need to upgrade it, which is quite tedious again, but you should really get this equipment. It's super valuable. This equipment here is quite good, especially because it comes with HP, but you also will get offenses for the units. So you can see you get base blast attack, base strike attack, but you also get pure of each type. But you have to be running a GT member other than this character and a fusion warrior. So in this case, it will be Super 17, you know. Works quite well. And how you can get it would be dual coin shop, which is quite unfortunate, but you gotta do what you gotta do to get the equipments to help out your team. This equipment here can be quite effective, especially for the health restoration department. You get double defense as well, which is super good, and some strike attack. It's just the base GT equipment. You can get it from the ultimate equipment collection, normal GT. Not much more to say about that one there. If you're running hybrid Saiyans, this one's kind of a must-have. Awaken number 1, the exclamation marks 3 times. You can get up to, so it's 8 times 3 base blast and strike attack, so that's going to be 24% pure blast attack and strike attack, which is super good. How you can get this, the awaken version, so you need the memory from the Zenkai Space Time Rush shop. If you go to character list, then you go to equipment, then you go to archive over here, then you change the filter and you want to change it to hybrid Saiyan. It should come up straight away, the unawakened version. So if I press OK twice, you could see it on the front page right here. You can see the unawakened version quite sucks, but you can get it from the equipment collection for normal hybrid Saiyans. And then all of these ones here, eliminate the Earthlings, Nappa the Cruel, Z medals, and equipment medals. I think this equipment here I want to fight is a must-have because this unit does have special move and well, naturally, and the ultimate arts, which is what not all support types have, but you can see you can get health from it, which is super good. You get strike defense, but ultimate damage and special move damage is super good. How you can get this is from the equipment collection for normal hybrid Saiyans. It's super good, man. Definitely make sure you grind it. We got this equipment here: base strike defense, base blast defense, and HP. HP is just super good in general. It's pretty much a low tier equip, but it's quite easy to get, so which is why I'm recommending it. But you can see you can get it from the equipment collection for normal hybrid Saiyans. Now this equipment works because Vegeta's on the bullet assist, so there you get the Saiyan tag down here. But this equipment will be good because there's a lot of Saiyans in PvP, so you can get pure strike defense or blast defense, which is going to be a big thing. You might want to get the pure strike defense because there's a lot of Saiyans, and a lot of Saiyans that are in the meta use strike attack. But yeah, how you can get this is from the Z medal section. Overall, just super good HP defenses. Again, the Z medal section. This last equipment here I'm going to show you, it's specifically if you're going to be using Super 17, which you can see strike 12% pure strike and blast attack when GT character and Android 17 is a battle member. So you need to be running Android 17, which would be Super 17. That works. But you get base strike defense and blast defense for a support character. This is also going to be very effective because you can keep them alive longer because they'll be tanking more. But you can only get this from the co-op, which is out right now, and the dual coins, which comes in line with the co-op. But yeah, man, I did my best showing you guys the best teams and equipments that you could run this new BULLA VEGETA assist unit. Hopefully this video was helpful, man. If you haven't already, make sure to press the subscribe button, man. We're on this grind to 100,000 subscribers. I appreciate you guys for watching the video, man. My name is Zakashi, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man.